Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I filmed some of this while I was doing my makeup, so it may be a little bit disjointed, but I really want you to come back. So subscribe, share, comment, engage me, damn it, engage me, so that I can make some more videos, because now that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so this is my face without anything on it. So first what I'm gonna do, I just use this little Neutrogena all-free moisturizer, and I just apply that on. Before I experienced some winters, I never had to do anything with my face. People would always ask me what my skincare routine was, and I'd always say, what skincare routine? Just soap and water. But having moved into the cold, I remember being like, what is going on with my face? It was so dry, it was so old. And I don't know if this is as a result of being in winter, but or old age, or getting older, not old age, but I've realized that I've had so much moles just come out of nowhere. It's a little disturbing, but you know. Then I just use this Nivea thing, this 2-in-1 moisturizing primer, to kind of just set a base for the foundation. And just rub it all over. Now, I'm not a makeup expert or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but these are all things that I've learned through YouTube. I've become so addicted to YouTube now. It's like I can't go to sleep without, you know, being on YouTube. It's crazy. Oops. So, like everyone else, I am on the Fenty train. I was not color matched for this, so I don't even know if I'm the right color, if this is the right color for me or whatever, but you know, y'all gotta try. So I just use one pump because I think it's so good that I don't need to use too much. Now, as I said, I'm not a makeup guru, so all of the brushes and equipment, as I like to call them, utensils, whatever, I'm using maybe the wrong ones, just because I either A, don't really care, or B, just don't know. So I am aware that this is not a foundation brush, but I've been using it for a long time, and it just works. So this, if I'm going for just a very everyday type look, this is what I'll do. If not, I will use one more pump and just get it on there quickly. What I found about the Fenty Beauty is that if you're layering it, you have to do it really quickly. If not, it can get quite messy and have like stringy lines and stuff going through it. So, well, at least for me it does. So I try to decipher really quickly what I'm gonna do, how I'm feeling, how my skin is looking on that particular day, and I would say, okay, this is what, or this is the look I'm going for, and I would do that. After I'm satisfied that I've done my foundation and it looks kind of how I want it to look, I then move on. I started making this video while I was doing my makeup when I first started to do it, and I realized this shit is hard. I don't know how these makeup people do it, because I can't. And then I had to remind myself, they're the guru, you aren't, so don't even play about it. So I've decided to start this YouTube channel because I think that a lot of people want to do something, and then for whatever reason they are just, you know, deterred. Either they think it's too difficult, it requires too much time, whatever the excuse, as I like to call it, because it's really an excuse. And I was one of those people. I wanted to start on YouTube now for about 2 years, and I just never would find the time. I would be like, how do you do that? How do you edit? How do this, that? And then I would find myself sitting, binge watching YouTube makeup tutorials, documentaries on YouTube, everything existing in this space that I wanted to be a part of, but I think I was too afraid. So, this is my first YouTube video. I've decided to create the channel and I'm gonna go for it. This channel is gonna be a little bit more about lifestyle, so not makeup or anything specific. Just experiences I'll share with you guys. So before I get into all that, let me just tell you about my beginnings and a little bit about me. Please do not take anything that I'm doing in this makeup while I'm doing my makeup as anything, because Lord knows I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So just from watching a little bit about what a couple people that I follow on YouTube, what they do, I just play around, and for some reason it works out, because people always say to me, oh, I like how your makeup looks, or this or that, or the third or the fourth, and I'm just like, okay, thank you. So a little bit about me. I was born in Guyana, and I moved to Barbados when I was 8 years old, and I'd been living there ever since until maybe about 2 years ago, when I started the process of moving to Toronto. And now here I am, experiencing these cold winters and wondering what kind of fool I really am to be doing this. But it's okay. I actually don't mind it. I moved for love, so let's just hope it goes according to plan. So yeah, growing up in Barbados, I don't even know if this is how it really is supposed to look, but yes, I'm using the wrong brush, I'm pretty sure of it, but I ain't no damn guru. I ain't have no time for that, and I just try to make it work wherever I could, however I can. Yeah, so I grew up in Barbados, and I really liked it there. I have a master's degree in counseling psychology, and I don't currently practice. No. When I finished my internship and I finished my when I finished my degree, I wanted to work at the prison, and there was no space. In fact, there was a hiring freeze, in Barbados at the time. What am I using now? See, this is how you know you're just a complete novice, because you can't talk and do anything. It's like you have to completely focus, or not, you're not going to do anything. Anyways, and I wanted to work at the prison, and there was like a hiring freeze. So I decided, what do I love a lot? Like a lot. What do I really love? And the answer to that at the time was carnival. I was an avid carnival goer. I've been to Trinidad Carnival. For those of you who don't know what carnival is, you're missing out on life. I'd been an avid carnival goer for years. Since I was 17, I went to my first carnival, and I never stopped. So now that I was 25, I was like, okay, well, what can I do? And I said, I was planning all of my people's carnivals, my friends, everybody would ask me to plan their carnival because I was really good at planning. My girlfriend said to me one day, she said, you should turn this into business, because it's so stressful as is. Why don't you just turn this into business? And shameless plug, Alternative Concierge was born. So, okay, but then I completely messed up my, okay, don't judge me. I'll get better, I promise. and then alternative concierge was born. Um, and I've been taking people from carnival to carnival since. I currently operate in, obviously, Barbados is crop over, Trinidad's carnival, Jamaica's Bacchanal, Miami's carnival, and a bunch of the other little carnivals, and I really like it. I really like to plan people's experiences to the point where they're having such an amazing time, because when I first went to my first carnival, I was so lost as to what was what, who was who, what I should be doing, where I should be going, and to provide the service and the reviews that I've gotten, the feedback, it all makes the stress, because it's stressful planning for so many people, makes it all worthwhile, right? So that's my little story about how my business came about. And then from there, I started, promoting events. So I started, I need to blend that out some more. I'm just going to use my hand for this, just because I think I can feel my bone here better just using my hand. So yeah, so I started putting together events, planning events. That's where I am now. But YouTube was a space I wanted to get into, because there's so much that I think that people look for and people want help in, and especially being a psychologist. Well, because I actually practiced for a year before I decided to start my business. But being a psychologist, I've seen so many people seek answers to questions that, they're so embarrassed to ask out loud, and they really want answers. Not that I'm going to necessarily address any of those things, directly on my channel, but what am I going to feature on my channel? I'm going to have a sit down and talk about moving from a small island to a major city, the challenges, the experiences, the perks. Because I'm from the Caribbean, I need to talk about how we party, I need to touch base on how we party, right? So that's going to be another feature. I'm also going to talk about, I'm a very domesticated person, and how I fix 3 meals in 30 minutes on mornings, how I clean the house and get dressed in 30 minutes. I'm going to talk about a whole set of things. I'm also going to designate one video to how I change professions, the challenges that come along with being an entrepreneur, and things like that, right? I'm a big procrastinator, so I'll talk about a lot of things that I experience, or that I am very guilty of, that I know that others have had conversations with me about, and they've talked to me about as well. And yeah, but most of all, for this channel, I just want to have fun. I just want to share my experiences, and I just want to connect with, a wider audience, and I want people to connect with me. And apart from that, it's gonna be funny. I'm pretty sure that you guys are gonna have a laugh. You're going to laugh at me. I'm gonna talk about sports. I'm a big sports fan. I'm gonna talk about how my style evolved and changed over the years. It's just gonna be so much content, and I'm gonna try to upload 1 video a week. So if you haven't yet subscribed, I know that this has been long-winded, but subscribe somewhere down there, and also hit the notification bell, so that when I upload a new video, you're the first to see it. Comment, like, share, whatever. I just want to have a big community of people that I can talk to and that can relate to me. So until my next video, oh, that's giving me so much life.